Coming up in Centre Circle, Leon Bailey could make his senior Reggae Boys debut at the upcoming Gold Cup. Former FIFA referee Valdin Legister explains why he is no longer a whistleblower. And the two Jamaicans talk about life in the Midlands of England. The local-based Reggae Boys have started their Gold Cup preparation as they hope to find favour with coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore.
As the head coach of the national team, you have to take into consideration that these players don't act professionally and they don't treat the sport. So we have to get in them to start, get them in the Gold Cup mode and World Cup qualification. So that is the main aim of the camp now to finalize the Gold Cup settings.
At the last Gold Cup,
overseas, we have for now we have two players in England, which is Hector and Mariapa. Now we have Leon Bailey, who been showing interest of lately. So I don't think we will be going further than that.
It's nice you mentioned Leon Bailey. Have you talked to him recently?
Well, I haven't gotten a chance.
out one of his trusted players, striker Corey Burke, who has had his visa revoked by the US government recently.
Well, it's an unfortunate situation, but again, without knowing, without going into any detail, again, this is what I'm saying. Players have to take full responsibility for what they do, and as I said before, it can't be just when you come to a national team or when you come to a club team.
There's a player who is showing some interest, Jamil Matt, who plays for Newport in League 2. Have you looked at him? Or do you have any interest of looking at him?
Well, yes. We're always interested in players who can represent the country, who can contribute to the program. So the door is never closed on any one player. So probably a couple of weeks from now he'll be here. Let's see where it goes.
The Jamaicans will host their first Gold Cup game at home against Honduras on June 17. Something for the history books.
Well, yes, it's history, but again, is what we do, when we play our first game. Again, you have to take into consideration this is a team that came second twice, 2015, 2017. So the expectation is high. So we have to do the things that is necessary to at least, before we talk about the final, at least get us out of the group. And for now, we are nowhere near that.
And with all the shortfalls, Whitmore knows that the buck stops with him.
Well, yes, the nature of the job is anytime the team lose or don't perform well, it's up to the coach. I'm aware of that, and before I take this job, I know what the job entail. I know what comes with it, the pressure, everything, but I'm willing to work with it. But at all time, I can tell you this, at all time, I always give 110%.
Is it a fair assessment, though, to just put everything at the feet of the coach?
Well, I couldn't say. You know, you'd have to be the judge because again, people on the outside don't know what's going on the inside. So based on what they see on the pitch, now a football game doesn't win on the pitch alone. You know, the whole preparation going into the game and all of that, we have to take all of these things into consideration. But again, as I say, it is what it is.
I've seen a lot of coaches going overseas in recent time. Is that part of your ambition, or why are you still here in Jamaica when other coaches are going to coach other countries?
That's a good question. Probably those coaches don't see anything here that fascinate them for them to stay. You know, but this is my country. I want to build my country. I want to bring my country to on the top level. And as I said before, with the support, not only from the Federation, but from everyone, we know it can be achieved.
Were you impressed with what you have seen over the 8 months of the Premier League?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a lot more need to be done. We know that, you know, but I think we are stuck on just doing things our way. We're not thinking about the long-term goal. You know, everybody, every club, or most of the clubs I should say, just thinking about themselves, what they can achieve from the league. We're not thinking about the players playing at any one of the national team or even going overseas. So I think we're comfortable. So I wouldn't say I'm comfortable with what I've seen over the couple of months in the Red Star Premier League.
Exactly what would you pinpoint though if you said that if you were to talk to the clubs what they need to do to improve and what you want them to do?
No, well, just simple things. The condition of the players. Now when I look at our Red Star Premier League, just concluded and a leading goal scorer, 12 goals, 33 games or more. You know, so that alone. If you look all over, you know, and then we get up and we tend to talk about national team now. The national team come with a price. You know, we have to be willing to make sacrifice. We have to be willing to work to make it happen.
I'm sure you have stated it before, and I'm sure others have stated it as well. Why is it that it's
To come on Centre Circle, no longer the middleman, but Valdin Legister misses being a referee, and Jamil Matt and Omar Holness cutting it in England.